About Sustainable Development Goal number 6, Clean Water and Sanitation by Ethan Roberts. So what is clean water and sanitation? Having clean water and proper sanitation is a vital part of life for all people. However, some parts of the world do not have the same access to clean water as other parts of the world. According to the United Nations, Goal 6 is to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. The UN has defined 8 targets and 11 indicators for Sustainable Development Goal 6, meaning there is a lot of work to do to make sure that this goal can be achieved for all. How can you use AI to help solve clean water and sanitation? Artificial intelligence can be used in several ways to help solve this trying issue. To name a few, water quality monitoring, leak detection and prevention, and infrastructure maintenance, etc. Tucson, Arizona implemented 4,600 miles worth of AI distribution water main pipes across the city in 2020 to better see changes in water quality and other factors that would affect water quality. With these efforts, Tucson is able to have greater confidence that they will be able to track any significant changes in water quality quicker and more efficiently. Okay, and then the first graph here is the share of the population using safely managed sanitation facilities. So obviously the key here, the darker the color, the higher the percentage of the sanitation facilities that are being safely managed. So over here in the United States, it is roughly 97.5% of all of these sanitation facilities that are being safely managed. And then over here in Russia, it's a little less. They only have 76.2% of their sanitation facilities being safely managed. And then down here in Africa, particularly Ghana right here, they only have 44.5% of their sanitation facilities being safely managed. Next, we have the share of domestic wastewater that is safely being treated as of 2022. And this proportion of wastewater from households and the service industry that is safely treated at the source or through centralized wastewater treatment plants before being discharged into the environment. And as the previous graph was, the USA is still ahead with 97.85% of the domestic wastewater being safely treated. Russia takes a huge drop here in their domestic wastewater that is being safely treated, and they only have 14.74% of their wastewater being safely treated. And then finally down here in Africa, I particularly looked at Chad in this instance. They only have 2.32% of wastewater being safely treated. And finally, we have the share of water bodies with good ambient water quality as of 2023. And then this is water quality is assessed by means of core physical and chemical parameters that reflect natural water quality. A water body is classified as good quality if it has at least 80% monitoring values meeting its target quality levels. And this graph surprised me a little bit because it's kind of the opposite of what the previous graphs were showing. And as you can see in Africa, they have some of the higher percentages of water bodies that are good water quality. And North America has way lower percentages of water bodies that have good water quality. So I thought this was an interesting graph to share, as Africa and the other graphs didn't have good water treatment, but their natural water is a lot better than North America's is. So what are some AI solutions to clean water and sanitation? The first one that I found was water quality monitoring, and this is where smart sensors can be implemented to show real-time data. These sensors can be analyzed by AI to detect contamination quickly, and these sensors can also be used to predict future contamination by using patterns that have previously occurred. And then next, we have water supply optimization. AI can also be used in order to analyze water usage data, which can detect leaks early in distribution systems. Additionally, AI can be used to predict when and where water demands will spike. And then finally, we have improving sanitation systems, and this is where AI can be used to design new toilets, sewage systems, septic systems, etc., to help rural areas design the best possible system with limited resources that they have. And this is my Works Cited page, and thank you for watching.